Tuesday, 2023, and yeah, her water has broken. Actually, it's broken and it's broken and it's broken. But now she's shivering and starting small contractions. So we thought it was a good time to start the stream. For those of you who don't know, this is Annie's first litter. She was bred to Nicola, one of our red merles. Before I talk anymore, I'm going to take a moment and just pull the stream up on my computer and make sure that it's functioning.
Right.
Okay, looks like it's running on both Facebook and our YouTube channel. So it would be really cool if one of you could make a comment or post a comment on either Facebook or YouTube and let us know that the audio is working and that the video looks good. We hope this goes well. First litter, you never know, but she's a healthy girl. She's also a little bit confused about what's going on, but yeah, she's actively pushing right now. So let's see what happens. Sharon and I were trying to guess how many we think she has in her, but she's a pretty good sized dog, and that can be really misleading sometimes. So, but we're each thinking 6. Although part of me wants to say between 1 and 12. But that's too safe, so we're going with 6. So I think somebody might have commented. Let's see if it's a comment. Audio is working and video looks great on Facebook. And Megan said it's working and looks great. Perfect. We struggled with the video portion of this for a while in past chats. It was like 480p or something, really blurry, but I think it's now streaming in 1080. But Facebook automatically downgrades it to 720, which is still pretty good. So we're going to leave it. So what's going to happen here is obviously we'll keep track of her contractions, and I'll be the person getting in there up close and personal to help her. And after puppies come out and I check their palates and just check them overall, I will and dry them off. I'll hand them to Cher, and she will weigh them. She'll put them in the incubator for probably 5 minutes or so. And then we'll bring them back to Annie for nursing.
That's an active push.
Yeah, she's pushing actively right now. So anyway, that's kind of how it's going to go. And then we'll show them all to the camera right like this as we go.
Good morning, everybody. We're very grateful for the fact that she's doing this in the day.
Yeah. More often than not, we pull all-nighters, but once in a while, our girls let us get a full night's sleep, and they deliver between late morning and mid-afternoon.
We had all of our dog chores done, and her water broke. So it was like perfect time.
Yeah. Now, Annie was, again, she was bred to Nicola, who was beautiful. We're very anxious to see how these puppies turn out. The Nicola's litter with Bailey was outstanding. And Annie has more white. Bailey's a minimal white, black, or red tri. Annie is more of a classically marked red tri. So we're curious to see how much white these puppies will have.
Did not know what to do with herself.
Yeah, she doesn't. I know. She literally does not know what to do with herself right now.
Oh, that was a big push. Did you see that?
Now there might be, she might squeal during this, first litter delivery for her, as I mentioned. And so You know, her birth canal is smaller or, you know, tighter than it'll be in the future. So we'll see. During Luna's first litter ever, the first puppy was pretty painful for her. And of course, now she's had several litters. It's like a walk in the park, but hopefully this goes well for her. And in turn, goes well for us. If any of you have any questions or comments, feel free, post them and we'll answer.
Just hang in your head.
Yeah, the video looks really good.
Yeah, she's got. See how she raised her body up against mine?
Telling me or telling?
The camera.
Okay.
The people in the audience. Whoever is there. Good girl.
Now, if you care about the video quality, if you want to see it possibly just a little bit more clearly, I think that it'll display in 1080p on YouTube.
No.
But the difference is very slight. I can tell you, it's even a little hard to appreciate. It's a very serious look on her face right now.
Oh, she's got this serious look that she's having.
Yeah.
Up with their body. Oh, oh. Pushing, see how she pushes with her legs?
Yeah. Yeah.
With her.
Yeah. I'm gonna get in there. First puppy might be difficult. There is a puppy out. Keep her head away for a moment. Let me get the scissors and the bulb syringe.
Good girl. Good girl.
You hold her head there for me. Like, yeah, I know. I don't want to hurt you right now.
Good girl. Good girl. You did a nice job.
Make sure I'm cutting only the cord right now. Okay, we have movement. And obviously we've got a red try. Very nicely marked. Looks quite a bit like Annie. We'll see if it's a girl or a boy, but we have movement. Yep. For those of you who may not know, we experienced our first stillborn puppy at Oak Savannah Osties during Savannah's litter delivery. It was very difficult for us. But so, you know, naturally now we're just a little bit nervous, really hoping things go well. I try to discourage eating of the placenta, but hers isn't out yet. Or this puppy's isn't out. All right, this is a boy, red tri boy, or male. Yeah, he's very, very active. Can you keep an eye on her rear end to make sure she doesn't suddenly expose the placenta? I want to get in there if she does.
Cleaning herself.
The palate is solid.
And
I'm gonna dry him off a little more, trim his cord back just a tiny bit, no bleeding from it. And then I'll show him to the camera before I pass him off to Cher. All right, can you hold him here so I can trim the cord?
oh, he's a shepherd's tail. How cute. Another one.
Okay.
He's cute.
I really need you to keep an eye on her rear end for the placenta for right now, until I hand him off. I don't see anything yet, though.
No, she was just cleaning herself.
Want to mix up some Oral Cal, get it going.
There's a little baby screen.
I say this during every chat, but I don't care. It always amazes me that dogs, most often know what to do instinctually. They know to tear the sack off. They know to chew the cord. They know to lick their pups right away, etc. And yet humans who are more advanced kind of need to be taught or trained what to do. What a beautiful boy. He is beautifully marked. He looks so much like Annie. It's amazing. He's got white socks on his front toes, white socks on his rear toes. He's got a white tip on his tail, which is big enough to stay there. Now we're giving Annie a calcium supplement to help her with contractions. And so, yeah, here's Annie's first puppy ever born to the world.
Cute. Look at him. He's super cute.
He's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. All right, I'm going to hand him off to you. The cord is not bleeding at all. Get a weight on him. Good baby. And a little more. 11.5 ounces. That's about right, what I'd expect for given the size of the parents. Nicola is about 42 pounds. Annie's probably about the same normally. Right now, she was about 54 pounds before giving birth. But we have learned that the degree of weight gain in the mother doesn't really mean much when it comes to puppy count. Bailey only gained about, I think, 6 pounds, yet she had 8 puppies. Savannah had 8 puppies also, but she gained more than 10 pounds. And there wasn't a huge difference in the puppy sizes either, or the weights. Anyway, let me post a comment here. Did you get a time on that?
Yeah.
What was the time?
22. So 12:21, sorry.
Oh, Annie is making a break for it.
Okay.
And she is directly under the tripod. turned my head to make a comment. She escaped.
Left the scene. Should we put copy back in?
Not yet. Just leave them in there for, and every so often scruff them up a little bit, you know. Keep them active and back in another few minutes. It's pushing right now. Also, if you move this tripod, make sure you instantly look at the camera angle.
Yeah.
Okay. Good baby.
Good baby.
Oh.
Placenta?
Puppy number 2. No, I don't know if the placenta is here. I mean, she might have eaten it. We didn't get to the time. Can you hold her head right here for a moment?
Strong.
Yeah, she's strong and she vigorously wants to get in here. Oh, she has some chair. This is another red try. Once again, classically marked like the last one, but has a partial collar. The other puppy, I believe, the male has a full collar. I'll look at the gender in just a minute here. Very active. You want a description of this one here?
Yes, please.
All right, so this is a girl, red tri female. She has socks on all 4 feet.
That collar you said?
She has a half collar on the left. Classically marked otherwise. A tiny white tip on tail. Okay, I'm gonna do a little suction here. Looks like she's a bit smaller than the boy, which is kind of to be expected. I may have to get in there and help her with that placenta. She's pulling on the cord to get it out, but I may have to make it easier for her.
Aw. When you have video streams in the day, there's more people. It's 14.
Yeah. When we have streams that begin at 2 a.m., surprisingly, there aren't as many viewers. I don't know why that would be. Very pretty girl. And her palate is good.
She come up front or breech?
She came up for, right, standard, not breech. Head first,
So forward.
which is no doubt a big part of why she came up so easily. He showed the camera really quickly, and then we should probably bring that boy back, do a little swap. All right, puppy number 2, red tri girl. See, she has a partial collar. And she has cute little white socks. And a little white tip in her tail. This one should stay also. We'll see if it becomes just a little frosted tip or what happens. So if you are on our wait list and you're coming up soon and you were interested in a red tri, start getting excited. Okay, let's throw them side by side just for
Here's
for
the
a second.
boy.
Boy, well, boy in Cher's hand, girl in my hand.
Boy in the orange. And blue is
The
the
lower.
girl.
Okay. Put her in the incubator, or we weigh her first, but. Yeah, set her in there for you to handle. What? Really?
Yep.
She's got a smaller head, but a bigger body, I guess. She's 12 ounces. She is a half ounce heavier than the boy. Wow. We're going to tidy up the area in a little bit. And right now, part of the cord is hanging out of Annie, so I might have to get in there and see if I can help her. As the placenta, unless she ate it, the placenta did not come out with the first puppy, and obviously I don't really want to have 2 placentas in there with a 3rd puppy coming. But if she ate it, I'm a lot less concerned. Good girl. Good girl. Good baby. Yeah. Very good. We're going to be extra careful with Annie because even though she's highly athletic, she can be a little bit of a bull in a china shop. So we're going to definitely use pig rails in this box this time for her. Normally we don't. We don't feel that we need them. Strong nursing instinct. He's nursing right now.
Is he?
I don't know if he'll stay on, but she's licking him so much that he might not be able to. You post a comment here with puppy number, the details of puppy number 2. You can copy and paste it onto.
Where are you? What are you doing?
It's right here,
Oh, here.
where the cursor is flashing. Just do it. You can do it like that. You can copy paste it if you want to, and just change the details. You know, to read, to write all of it. Okay, so time is it? 12:39. 12:39. Annie's had 2 pups so far. 2 classically marked red tries. 1 boy, 11.5 ounces. 1 girl, 12 ounces. Both appear to be very healthy. The girl is in the incubator right now, but we'll bring her back shortly. Those are really nicely marked puppies.
Yeah.
Yet another vigorous liquor.
Who else is like that?
All of them. Some more than others. Indy, we know, is an overzealous liquor of puppies. I'm giving her a little more time to see if she passes that placenta naturally before I investigate.
Puppy's drying very fast.
That thing fully shut right now, the door fully shut.
If they're polydactyl, they're spot clothes on the back.
Yeah. I'll just show the boy one more time. He's a little drier now. Well, actually, she's been licking him so much that he's still wet. Pup number 1. When this third puppy comes, we might have a little chaos on our hands because she might pass that placenta and a puppy and placenta possibly. So we'll see how it works out. He's starting to push now. I think we should probably take him away just during this time. We'll return him if she doesn't continue to push. Oh, there's a puppy. Okay, I guess delivery is pretty easy for Annie. This is also a red try. I'm just going to give her a second here to do some licking on her own. Now this is a girl, and she is similar to the other girl, except she has considerably more white on her top of her head. Her blaze is larger and her muzzle is larger, which will seem much less pronounced as she gets bigger. But when they're first born, if they have quite a bit of white on their heads, it can look a little bit overwhelming. A lot of times the red will overcome the white.
What did you do with my baby?
She's producing a shepherd's tail for puppies.
Yeah. B2 has a white tip. Remember we had in Charlie's litter, she gave birth to a black pie whose name is Patch. And when Patch was first born, he had the entire right side of his face was white. And when he was so small, it looked really overwhelming to us. But as he grew, it feathered in with color, with black more, and the white was always pronounced on the side of his head. But he's so adorable, isn't he? He is so cute. He looks kind of like a panda bear, so they named him Oak Savannah's Kung Fu Panda, which was my idea, but fortunately they liked it. A little more suctioning here. So in her case, as she grows and as her skull size increases, the brown that is surrounding her ears will look much larger. Also, in our program, we generally try to achieve minimal white in puppies, and that's mostly because white is very easy to bring into a program, but it's very hard to get rid of. But at the same time, a lot of people really like white. What we don't want is we don't want puppies that are, 40, 50% white, or where their entire heads are white, etc. That's not the goal, but it's interesting because at the same time as we're trying to minimize white in our program, white is also popular. So it's kind of like I guess you could say walking a fine line between the two. Right?
Yes.
Check her palate. And she's got a rock solid palate. I'm getting a little, I might have to go in here and intervene regarding placenta. Here you go, babe. Strong tongue. I've said this in other chats too, but we usually leave about an inch of cord initially, 3/4 to an inch, and the mothers really want to get rid of that cord. But I discourage that because if they pull too hard, they can create an umbilical hernia, which of course we don't want. You'll notice if she tries licking or chewing on the cord, I immediately try to change her focus. A little bit. Okay. I'm gonna show her quickly the camera. Just grab a towel and just apply pressure. Is that the boy? Or the girl? Girl. Yeah, it's barely bleeding. So she is going to be absolutely adorable as she grows. And her cord is not bleeding at all. So I'll give her to you. We also have dental floss in here, which we will tie onto a cord sometimes, but we don't have a history of cords really bleeding. In fact, this one is basically not bleeding. I think what Cher was seeing mostly was just the vascularity of the blood vessel. Hardly any blood there. I'm gonna take a look at her rear end. You know what? I think she may have eaten that because the cord is no longer, either she chewed the cord off or she got the placenta out when I was 8.5 ounces. So it's a little hard to predict adult weight at birth because she could put on quite a bit, but 8.5 ounces will probably wind up being a puppy that is in the 30 to 35 pound range. Did she have fresh calcium
I did.
after puppy 3? Okay. You know what? I think she may have eaten that. All right. Eight 8.5, right?
Yeah.
Puppy number 3, red tri-female. Time of birth was what? 12:45-ish?
42.
12:42.
I'm gonna bring that boy.
Oh, I didn't know if she has socks or not.
Oh, yeah, she's got 4 white socks.
4 white socks, okay. Get a tip on the tail as well?
Yeah, they're all 3 are shepherd's tails.
8.5 ounces.
Full collar.
Full collar.
Good job. Good job. They're beautiful. You're beautiful. It's like I want to lick them, but they're so far away. Yeah, get in there, baby. Good job. You're so beautiful. She's
She's trying to get the cord.
about it.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
When
I don't know why, but YouTube. Oh, what's going on with that?
why don't I do that? If you want.
Hold on.
She went in there with her
Yeah, but you
mouth.
shouldn't. Don't. Yeah, Andy's
I don't
done that.
care.
Don't react like that. Just tell me.
Can I do that?
You don't want to make it any more excitable than it needs to be.
Why would she go in with her whole mouth?
It's because they want to pick them up and carry them to safety, what they consider to be safety. And I don't want to discourage her from wanting to be around her puppies by, reacting too strongly. Very active. She still feels like she could have three more or so in there. Like I said earlier, it's very misleading. I don't go based on the mother's weight gain anymore. It doesn't really mean a thing.
Well, I mean,
We have the weight sheet out there on Savannah's litter of 8, and she had gained, I think 11 or 12 pounds. But Bailey, who had 8, only gained around 6, right? It was very interesting. I don't mind if she licks the cords. I just don't want her to pull on them.
that's probably they're smaller than we're gonna.
Well, they should be based on Quinn's size. Sharon and I are thinking about getting a wireless mic or wireless mics for these chats or streams. What I've noticed is that the audio seems to pick up every single little, like you drag a tripod, you set a cup down, you shut a door. It just seems to amplify those sounds. But we didn't get around to it in time for this one. I assume we can use a wireless mic.
I might have one.
Here, this 3-stream. Yeah, she had some good sides still. So 5 or 6? I don't know.
Please put your phone. Oh, she's back in there. Get right back.
Yep. Let's bring the other girl back. Try to get her out of there quickly so the temp stays up. She's gonna be really adorable when she grows. Phone call during a chat. Oh, and much to my delight, it says scam likely. I don't know about those of you who are watching, but do you receive a ton of scam likely phone calls? Because I get about 19 a day. I don't know who's selling my phone number, but I wish I did. They're either always from a 763 area code or they're from a 218 area code. Never anything else. I am going to take the camera or the phone off the tripod in a little while and show the puppies up close, but for now I'm just going to do it like this. Just give her some time with them. Without distractions. How long was it? 4. So 10 minutes ago? Okay. All right, we're not going to give her any more calcium quite yet. We'll probably wait about 10 minutes. Good girl. I think after this next pup comes, we're going to change out the towels also. Kelly, yes, I get tons of spam. Why do I think that we are in the majority? I remember when recently we purchased the land next door to us, 5 acres, and we have a small mortgage on it and go into a lender, and within 24 hours, 48 hours, the calls began, and I think that Share probably received 300 calls over like a 72-hour period, 300 calls that were all spam likely, literally 300, to the point where she just stopped answering her phone. Unless she knew the person. Actually, I'll take the camera off right now for just a minute. Annie. My question about the spam calls is I wonder how effective they really are. Like in my case, I consider it to be so irritating to receive calls like that, that honestly, I don't think it would even matter what they're selling or offering. I wouldn't want it. I'm going off on a tangent. Any of you who have talked to me before know that I go on tangents. All right, let her do her thing, and gonna trim this cord back a little bit, actually. It's you remember, don't you, after we bought that land, how you got like 300 spam calls over the course of a few days to the point where you just didn't answer your phone anymore?
Yeah, it was insane.
Didn't used to be like that in the good old days. There was a little bit of it, you know, but not like it is now. Move this over to here for a little bit. Better angle. Give it about 5 more minutes and then give her more calcium.
Okay, switching over to the horn.
She might be transitioning to other uterine horn. What's this?
Right.
Oh, I see. Power outage. What it said? Another thing I thought I'd mention is that we were struggling to decide who to use as a stud or sire for Indy, who surprisingly came into heat about 11 days ago.
Yep.
Really late, but she did, and we were thinking about using Quinn with her, for example, but we decided that it wasn't probably a good idea for us to have 2 litters that in a row that would only have reds, because there are people and families on our wait list who are looking specifically for blue merles, for example, or in some cases a black tri. So we decided on Vic, who is the son of Luna. And Vic is a red factored blue merle. So with Indy,
We get to meet some of his puppies at the play date.
yes, and we got to meet some of his puppies at the play date reunion we just had on the 8th. But anyway, they had a litter once before and it was really beautiful. But they, you know, in Indy with Vic can essentially have everything except for buys. She can have red tries, red merles, black tries, and blue merles. So we just thought that was the best decision. And we could have put her with Bane, but unlike Vic, Bane, who is Vic's brother, is not red factored. So we would have only had black tries, black buys, bi blue merles, or blue merles. See if that second dose of calcium gets her moving. May have to put a glove on actually and go inside her and see if going out in the placenta world, because I didn't see one, I didn't see any of them. But yeah, she might be really fast at it. You know how in the past I have to race between handling the puppies and getting the placenta before the mother does? She just might be really fast. Yeah. And I'm not concerned about, it's been like, what, 20, 25 minutes now? I'm not concerned about that at all. But I will say if she doesn't contract within the next 20 minutes or so, I might just,
He still looks really cool.
yeah, she's still pretty full. I think she's may have at least as many still in her as she's delivered. So Indy and Vic will have their second date tonight. Yeah, I was going to do it this morning, but right after morning chores, Annie's water broke, so that was the end of that. But they went on their first date the evening before. The evening before last? And so we tend to breed every other day here, 48 hours apart. Based on how our boys are acting and how Indy's acting, she's still right in the, kind of the, I guess you'd say, the peak readiness. Yeah, she does. She's a house. Andy appears to be a house cleaner. By comparison, Luna, who makes really gorgeous puppies, is not a very good house cleaner. She's kind of what Cher would call in the teaching world an at leaster. But you get a dog in there like, who's the cleanest, do you think?
Oh, probably
Indy. With Indy, you rarely even have to change the pads out in the whelping box. She's got everything still under control. When Indy has her cycle, sometimes you don't even know unless you physically look, because she's constantly just exercising proper personal hygiene. Yep, she is or was. And thinks the girl with the more white on her head is adorable. And she is panting pretty well yet, so I think, or now, so I think we're getting close. Where is the bowl in here for it?
No.
But I'd say aside from puppy number one, the second and third were the easiest born that we've seen here, followed probably by Maisie, and actually Morgan's was really easy. But no, I think Annie just didn't seem to struggle at all, other than initially. Hey, you know what we should do on the chat? We should ask for people's suggestions on where we could go for our first vacation in 5 years together. Sharon and I can't travel together often because of the breeding program. One of us has to stay behind, but we've decided that since we haven't been on a true vacation since 2018, which was Puerto Vallarta together,
Our honeymoon.
was our honeymoon, we are wondering where to go. We're thinking about going somewhere when things calm down over the winter, and bringing someone in here to take care of our adults for us. And we're looking for suggestions on.
Weird.
Yeah, we're A-okay going back to Puerto Vallarta. We loved it there, but that's honestly the only tropical destination I've ever been to. Cher's been to several. Her parents recommended Costa Rica, which looks beautiful.
Janie Smith is saying Salem, Massachusetts, or is that where she's from?
Oh, I want to say, no, that's Janie Smith. That's her alternate name. She's a customer of ours.
What's her?
I'm not going to say.
Got it. Okay, but where she's saying, she made a
Yeah.
suggestion.
So Janie, thanks for the suggestion, but we are only wanting to go somewhere out of the country that is tropical in the winter.
Brittany says Las Catalinas, Costa Rica.
Los Catalinas.
Yeah.
Is that what it says? Las Catalinas, Costa Rica. Oh, okay, Costa Rica.
It's absolutely
Magical, like the seaside, Italian, walkable town. Okay,
We
well,
consider that, actually, what that pricing on tickets for that.
and we were looking at pricing for Costa Rica to, I guess it's called,
Belize.
yeah, Belize.
Your mountain, Belize.
Belize is an option. You know where I really want to go? I really want to go to the Maldives, but apparently it's so expensive between the flights and the lodging that I don't.
Megan just said Maldives.
Yeah, I would go to the Maldives. I would stay in a grass hut on a long dock with a glass floor.
But we don't want to spend the money.
But I think those are like 10 grand a night
No,
or
thanks.
something ridiculous. So we'd probably have to stay with some family in town. All right.
Yeah.
Because yeah, $10,000 a night to stay in a grass hut on the water is
Kristen says.
no, thank you. No, thank you.
Belize. Belize.
Okay. So we have a couple for Belize. We have one for the Maldives. We have one for Costa Rica. What did my mother say? She said Belize.
Yeah, and someone said Salem.
Salem, Massachusetts. I've never been there. I'd love to go there, but
That's way.
It's-
way up
I don't think Salem, Massachusetts is tropical. So
Now
that won't work. That won't work for us this
I think
time.
they get winter up there, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
Somewhere where they, like, in our winter, it's summer there.
And in terms of Costa Rica, they say the best time to go there, best times are basically between, I think it was was it November? And
Just, no, December to April.
was it that long?
Because in November it was like the green.
Or late November? Late November, I guess, is the green area and then, or green time. And then after that, in December, it's the dry time for at least a few months. But I don't know, I just don't think we should go back to Puerto Vallarta because, you know, she's been there more. I know it's a beautiful place, but she's been there more than once and I've been there and I would like to go somewhere different. But after 5 years, I think we've earned it.
Get stopped
Stop what?
being so busy.
We have to stop being so busy, yes.
Yeah, or
Ibiza
Ibiza and Tenerife.
or Tenerife.
I've never-
I'll look at, you could look at a picture in another tab if you want, but yeah. Also beautiful.
Great suggestions, everybody. Thank you. We gotta
Now,
do a little.
Mason suggested Maldives, so if you can hear this, if you have a hookup for us on how to not spend $10,000 a night for a really amazing accommodation, then please let us know. If you have a friend in the Maldives that you know charges something that's sane, we're all about it. We could just go there and do the Maldives and just camp.
Yeah.
Let's bring a tent with.
No.
Find a beachside campground if they have those.
Kristen writes, Texas is tropical and I know someone. Gee.
Well, because technically you can go.
Kristen and entirety Aussie's in Texas.
You could go to South Padre Island or something. But we've been to South
Wait,
Padre
we
Island.
went to South Padre.
Yeah, so,
And that was the first and last time we ever smoked pot.
oh yeah. Interesting story when we had an Airbnb in South Padre Island. I had some money with me and I wanted to stash it somewhere. I didn't want to carry it with me. And so I climbed up on the kitchen countertop and there were some vases up on the top shelf, above the top cabinets. And I was going to stick my money in one of those vases and I pulled it down. There was a bundle of weed in there. And I had never tried marijuana. You hadn't either.
No.
And so we decided, what the heck, we're on vacation. So we did try it. And I don't know if it was just that it was old or maybe it wasn't actually marijuana. I don't know. But regardless, it had no effect other than giving me a scratchy throat. Right? And we have never, actually, I have never since.
Does it go adult? Maybe it was old.
I don't know. That stuff might have been up there. That was like 11 years ago. So, you know, circa 2012. That stuff may have been there for 10 years prior to us going on that trip.
She's kind of sneaky.
Anyway, I'm a person who doesn't drink alcohol. I mean, I've had it a couple of times in my life, but generally speaking, I don't drink alcohol. Some of you might wonder what's wrong with me for saying that, but anyway, I don't. And I had never tried any type of recreational drug until that trip, which was a little bit of that marijuana question mark. And it was a terrible experience. How'd we tell that story
Oh,
about that?
because it was our South Padre Island story.
Okay. We're not going to get arrested for saying that, are we? I don't think so. No one cares. That was 11 years ago.
Yeah, but actually,
I can turn it around. Let's turn her and the puppies around.
There.
Bring the puppies to you.
It's definitely still got considerable size. I might. But
Isn't it?
I have a plastic gloves nearby, right there. This is empty.
The one on the right next.
I'm gonna do something kind of gross right now, so just focus on the cute puppies. Don't focus on my hand. I don't usually wear gloves during live streams, but for this, I'm going to wear gloves. All right, well, there's nothing as far as I can get up from the birth canal right now. Hi, girl. After Savannah's litter delivery, we were just, like I said earlier, we're a little nervous because she had her 8th puppy which was born at least 2 hours after the live stream ended, or at least an hour and a half, was a fully developed stillborn blue merle girl, and we named her Calliope. But now we get a little nervous if too much time goes by between contractions, and I'm hoping that she's going to start having them very, very soon. Was it? I couldn't tell if it was just her repositioning.
She's moving away to get some safe. Do it for an incubator.
I don't think so yet. I want to keep an eye on her. Or I have those cords trimmed really short now, so I'm not too worried about it. I don't want to trim them short right away, obviously. Oh, God. Okay, Mom. Is that oversharing or not? Is it okay? Tiny bit of oversharing. Okay. I did not. Who's who? Oh. Now she's turned at a bad angle again.
Maybe we just have more space around them. Maybe we should be putting this box in the building. So we can go off anywhere. Yeah, not today, but.
We could do that. We could move the
then
whelping
just move
box
it
to the
back.
middle of the room for the delivery, so we can put the tripod on all 4 sides, and then we can just move it back afterwards. Are you sure you saw a contraction? Or was she just moving around? No. That's just her putting effort into licking, doing like a little bit of a ab crunch. But yeah, I just use my finger. I don't feel anything. My finger's probably 3-4 inches long. I didn't feel anything up in there at all. So I think maybe, like you said, maybe she's just switching to another uterine horn. And And that puppy is making its way down. I might give her a little more though.
In the back. Carol Browner saying show puppies.
Go puppies, please. Kara and I were supposed to actually go on a cruise this January with my father's family. However, after we had booked our cruise and several family members had booked the cruise line decided to charter the entire ship to some corporation. So apparently they are only loyal to the size of the check being written. So after that, it kind of took the wind out of our sails about going on our first ever cruise. And so we decided we're just going to go somewhere by ourselves. Just, fly somewhere and just stay there. But I didn't think it was particularly ethical or logical to take money from a bunch of people for a cruise and then sell the cruise out from underneath them and cancel their tickets. Who was that, by the way? Do you remember? Royal Caribbean?
Yeah.
It was Royal Caribbean that did that. So I'm now not a fan of Royal Caribbean.
We were gonna go on the Oasis of the Sea.
Oasis of the Seas is the ship name. First, I thought that it was done by the cruise website, but it was not. It was the actual cruise line, Royal Caribbean. So if you do book a cruise with Royal Caribbean, hopefully you actually get to go on it. Yeah, quite a bit of dead hair here.
I've heard that about Margarita Island.
But what?
This Margarita Island is supposed to.
Margarita Island. Where is we can Google it, but where is Margarita Island? What are we at for time right now? 1:30?
First one was an hour.
Yes.
And
We're coming up on about 50 minutes since puppy number 3. Which is still not too terribly long, but
they should start at that. Well,
yeah, the first 3 came out within a very, very narrow window of each other. It was from 12:21 to 12:42. There were 3 puppies, so I'm not too terribly concerned, especially if she's switching horns of her uterus. But that was her 3rd dose of calcium since puppy number 3, so we'll see. And I mentioned this in past chats too, but it's very common for later puppies to take longer because there is just less internal pressure, and the body feels less of a need to expel what's inside. So it could be a little bit of that going on too, I suppose. Anyway, Annie, hurry up, please. I'll bring the camera up to the puppies here. I can't show them that well, but there we go. Okay. My mother is giving us a lot of suggestions. Off VZ coast, is that Venezuela? Aruba and Bonaire, also islands off. Here, Bonaire. A Dutch island in the Leeward Antilles in the Caribbean Sea, capital of the port of Pralenjik. Netherlands. Oh, okay, but there's also Bonaire. Okay, I see. Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao form the ABC Islands, 50 miles off the coast of Venezuela. Okay. Apparently, there's Bonaire, Netherlands also. No. Bonaire Island is a special municipality within the Kingdom of the Netherlands in the westernmost group of the Lesser Antilles in the Caribbean Sea. Huh. 50 miles north of the Venezuelan coast. Okay, now I understand. I had never looked into Bonaire before. I think. Hey, Cher, did you go to Aruba? Okay, Cher has not been to Aruba, so that's a possibility. I'm less concerned after reading this website because it kind of goes along with what I think. It says it can take as long as 2 hours between pups, but most dogs will have a pup every 20 or every 30 to 60 minutes. Some will deliver several puppies, then rest a while before finishing. I think that's what's going on with her right now. She's in that resting a while before finishing phase or period.
We're fine.
Do you want to clean? Yeah, some of them, it's like-
We could change one of the towels out or even both of them. Get ready for the next wave. This is kind of tropical. So it goes along with what we were talking about, looking for suggestions. Tropical towel. Starfish and conch shells. So basically, we want to go somewhere where laying down on a towel like this makes the most sense. Come on, girl. I'll lower the tripod a little bit. I don't know. It varies. Say that again? Oh, yeah, okay. Is it clean enough out there right now?
I just cleaned up a little bit of.
Why don't you show, and I'll stay in here. Cher's gonna bring the, phone slash camera out into the, great room and show you how Savannah's puppies are doing. They are almost 6 weeks old now. Now I'll stay in here and, keep an eye on Annie.
Perfect. Okay. Let's go look at Savannah's pups. So with the training, I put pads out, and these are the pads that I've been using when the puppies come out. And then you know, if you have kids at all, that you have like a stash of toys. Well, that's the same with the puppies. I've got lots of stash. Hi, this is Kiko. He's a little red merle boy. Hey, honey. And you can see we have plexiglass on the panels, so they.
Don't move the camera around too much because it buffers and you do.
Oh, okay. I'll go slow. Got it. So this is Kiko. He is a red merle boy, and a family is waiting for him. And his name is kind of cute. They named him that because their youngest daughter, whenever she would be tickled, I think is the story, that instead of saying tickle, she'd go Kiko, Kiko. So it's got a very special place in their heart, Kiko. Anyway, so he is one of the only ones awake right now. And so they have an expanded space right now. So they do most of their peeing and pooing over here. And if I pan up, you can see the rest of them are sleeping over here. I can go in there actually. Savannah is in a locked space next to them, just only because she gets frustrated that she can't get away from them and she's done nursing. But this is a little blue merle female here. They've been active all morning and they've been out. And so right before Annie water broke, the puppies were out. And I could tell that something was different about Annie. So then put them away. And yes, hi. This is Eddie. Hi, Eddie. How are you, honey? Hello, baby. And this is Moose, the one in the middle. Hi, Moose. Hi, Moose. Oh, she woke up too. Hi. Hello, darling. Yeah, she slopes back down. And this is Apollo, a blue merle boy. He is out. And this is Ripley, little black tri-girl. She looks a lot like her mama. And this is Emma, a little red tri-girl. Kiko has come around. Hi, honey. There we go. You guys are so cute. How are you? Yep, it's usually nap time right about now. Hi. That's Moose. Hey, Moose. Kiko really wants attention right now. Hi, love. How are you? Hi. Hi, love. So we're building a space outside for them this week in the cooler parts of the day. And they are starting to learn stairs. So once they learn stairs, then they will walk down and go out the door, which I'll show you that. There's Savannah. Hey, Savannah. She just nursed a little bit ago, so I don't need to put her back in there.
Okay, you stay there. Keep going. I need you to stay there. Okay, so down the set of stairs, the puppies will all learn the stairs. We'll go out and then we'll have a puppy play area out there on the side yard. So yeah, we'll kind of pan back, show you our space with the puppies. Hi. They're already doing steps. You can see I've got some steps in there. And the ones that I really like are these athletic steps. So they jump up those, no problem now. Oftentimes you'll see them running from one space to the other. Yeah. All right, let's go check in on Annie again. So that is in our great room, for those of you that know our space and had a video chat with us. They are exposed to all kinds of stuff because we're immersing them into our daily life. There's Annie. Hi, dear. Pretty girl. How are you?
I have noticed her panting has picked up,
Okay.
but I haven't seen a contraction yet.
Okay.
My mother in true form has given us a ton of suggestions.
She knows how much we needed a vacation, I guess. Well, we have done some changes here in our personal lives to build more like,
You want to tell anybody about that?
not all things, but
Any of it though?
oh, just that they were doing more together, where our schedules are more aligned, that kind of thing. I only see two puppies.
Yeah, well, one keeps crawling around the backside.
No, she just stood up and then laid back down on top of the puppy.
Here. Okay. Sorry if you got a picture of my butt. However, I'm not gonna say butt. My butt, however, I needed to get in there. She is still quite full. There's no way she's done. Want to hear a list of the suggestions so far?
Sure.
All right. So now, in Janie's defense, she didn't know about the part tropical.
Okay.
But Salem, Massachusetts, Las Catalinas, Costa Rica, from Brittany and Nancy.
Yeah.
Belize, Maldives, Placencia.
Yeah.
Belize, Ibiza or Tenerife, Texas, because someone knows someone tropical,
Yeah.
or someone knows someone, I should say, and it's tropical. It's tropical in terms of heat, that's for sure.
Texas? Oh yeah, for sure.
Let's see. Margarita Island, off the Venezuela coast. Aruba and Bonaire, which are also off the Venezuela coast.
What I would like to
New
know,
Zealand.
of the people that have suggested these things, of those places,
Turks and Caicos.
where have they been?
Oh,
Like, it's like they're suggesting it because they've been there?
I know in my mother's case, she has not been to any of those places. That's entirely off of the internet or from hearing from other people. But has anybody else been to any of the places that they recommended? Something tells me that Brittany's been to Las Catalinas. But I don't know if Brittany's on here right now to hear it. Are they accounted for?
Yeah,
They're so small and she's so big, it's really easy for her to cover them up.
yeah,
This
she's
here.
kind of, see, it's got her arm or leg kind of curled under her.
1, 2. Three.
It's under her elbow. That's why she had her elbow turned. She knew where they were.
She really doesn't want him here for beer. It's interesting. Good girl.
Aim this up a little bit.
Maybe can't zoom in a little bit.
Yes, we cannot Zoom during these live streams, which we very much do not like. In fact, I'm thinking about contacting Restream and asking them if that is a functionality that I don't know about, or if they would consider adding it. I would love to have a zoom in and zoom out button on that screen. Oh, Brittany sent us a separate message in GroupMe so that she didn't inundate everyone here with gobs of information. Oh, she and Nick were married in Las Catalinas.
Really? Well, now I want to see their pictures.
Yeah, she speaks from experience. Oh, are you going to send us some pictures of? Well, maybe you already did. I can't look at GroupMe right now because my phone's being used for the stream, but Cher's phone is available. If you didn't send us pictures, I would love to see some. We would. And actually, one of our customers who has become one of our friends lives nearby, and she said that she would be happy to, she and her boyfriend would be happy to watch the house and the dogs here while we're away. So we're hoping to take advantage of that. Yeah, so we can actually go somewhere together. Imagine that, going somewhere together. My mother also recommended Cuba, which I have to agree with. I think Cuba would be really interesting. It's so interesting. She's a combination of calm and panting. Here's a little other, I'm going on another tangent. To prepare for our trip, and not just that, but just for life in general, Karen and I recently started, it was not the first time for me or for her, but we started doing intermittent fasting and we cut out a lot of, well, almost all of what we consider to be garbage foods. And
Yeah, we actually went into the pantry and threw away all
Yeah.
the chips.
we went into the pantry together. She consoled me as I sobbed and threw away my granola and my sweet chili chips from Aldi. Maybe some of you know what those are. What else we throw away? I basically have no bad food in the house now. Yeah, so anyway, and I basically don't eat anything from 7 p.m. until noon the next day, and then noon to 7 is when I eat. I eat well, and I'm exercising and so forth, and I'm, decided to make a little adjustment in our lifestyle. It has felt so good already. For some reason, it hasn't been hard. It's been easy. But we just feel better, and it hasn't been long. You know that feeling when you take that snack that you love and you go into watch TV in the evenings, watch a movie or whatever it might be, and you're snacking away, and afterwards you're like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. That's how I felt almost every night. And I'd rather not feel that way. But we need to get in swimsuit shape for the trip, right? I'm not speaking for Cher, but I need to look good in a bikini.
A bikini?
Sharon needs to look good in a Speedo.
Oh, God.
I figure if we're going on the trip in December or January, that gives us plenty of time. Even though we're roughly a half century old each, we can still look good. We try hard.
Roughly, we are.
We are, well, roughly, because you're older than that. I'm exactly that. And I remember when I was in my 20s and I would talk to people who were 50, and I'd think like, I'm never going to be 50. I'm always going to be 25 or whatever. Nope. I'm now 50. I went to Colorado, just got back a few days ago, and I did a bunch of hiking with my mother and her husband, and that's when I really made the decision I wanted to make an adjustment so I could be in better shape. Andy, you're far too comfortable. How can you be calm and panting? Come on now.
It's tired, like her eyes. And she widens and widens. She can. Yeah, get her right there. It's like.
This is the part of the live stream where you all have the pleasure of watching Annie sleep, maybe?
I don't know if that the first or third born is nursing.
It might just be sleeping, which is okay. I'm basically hanging on / waiting for the first noticeable contraction. My mother says, been fasting for years. It's a lifestyle. So is eating a box of Cheez-Its, I hear.
Easy on the comments.
No, she's going to say that she spreads them out and they last her a week. I just know that when I was in Colorado and you asked me if I could have some of my crackers, I was like, "Ooh." I didn't know if I could get them back. Dee Pulver, hiking helped me and my pup. Yeah. We went on long walks. We went on 3 hikes when we were there. We went to the top, I summited Red Mountain, which is 13,000 feet roughly. And then see what else we go. I summited Handy's Peak, which is a 14er. And then we went on a hike outside Crested Butte, which is called not Smuggler's Gulch. It's called something Gulch. And Rustler's Gulch. Rustler's Gulch. If any of you are ever in Crested Butte, Colorado, Rustler's Gulch, which is not far from town, is an absolutely extraordinary hike. It's about 7-mile round trip, but I think it had around 2,600 feet of vertical. No, 18 or 1,900 feet of vertical. But it ends in this beautiful gulch. There are waterfalls everywhere. All these amazing wildflowers. It's a habitat restoration area. There's a lot of research going on in Crested Butte regarding habitat restoration. Absolutely extraordinary hike. But anyway, doing all the hiking out there really lit the fire under me to make some adjustments, get myself in shape, and stay there, hopefully. See, I go on tangents. My mother says you can eat Cheez-Its after fasting.
Shouldn't be the first thing.
Here's the question about fasting. Can you drink coffee during fasting? Because I hear different ways of thinking. Some people say you should have nothing other than water. Others say that tea and coffee are okay. I belong to the water camp. I only have water between 7 p.m. and noon the next day. And I don't start feeling hungry until about 11 a.m., which is interesting. 7 p.m. to noon, yeah. Colorado's amazing. It is. It was hot. It was 90 plus degrees almost every day, unless we went to the elevations. When I was at the top of Handy's Peak, it was in the 50s and windy. Maybe low 60s, but I think it was 50. As soon as I went down, it was 90. Yeah, it's a beautiful state. Doesn't your state have great hiking? Minnesota has, yeah. Doesn't have
Yeah.
great hiking in terms of like elevation gain, unless you are hiking in maybe up the Duluth area that are along the North Shore, where there are some low level mountains. I'm talking low level, like 1,000 feet above sea level or something like that. But it's a beautiful state to hike in as long as you have mosquito spray or netting. But there's nothing like quite like Colorado or just anywhere that's mountainous. It's just really amazing. I'm hoping I can go back there again in the fall for a week or something and do more of it. She's far too comfortable. But it does say the mothers may rest for or they start up again. We do have some oxytocin here also. Wonder if we should consider giving some. Do you know where it is right now?
In the door.
I know we had that here. If it's stored in a cool place, then it can be up to 48 months refrigerated. It's been refrigerated since we got it, right?
Yeah.
So let's look at oxytocin dosage just so I can make sure. Five to 20 units per dog intramuscularly or subcutaneously every 30 minutes. Just like 2 to 3 milliliters is 20 to 30 units. So if she doesn't have contractions in the near future, I might actually consider giving her 2 to 3 milliliters of oxytocin. Oh no, sorry, that's the wrong dosage. 0.5 to 1 milliliter for a dog. Regardless, I might do that. Dr. Berg on YouTube says coffee is okay. Well, he says it's okay. And it's got to be okay. In my case, I hate coffee and tea. Aussies love hiking the best. Did you have trouble breathing? I had a little bit of trouble breathing when I would get up above 12.5. And when I went to the top of Handy's Peak, which is 14, the last little bit of it is like a 40-degree angle upwards. And what? Yeah. What asked her just double check what dosage she would use. She were on the same page. But anyway, I took breaks frequently when I was on Handy's at the end because it was a 40-degree uphill. And tight switchback, but I had to stop you and catch my breath a little bit. Yeah, I think we should too, but let's make sure of the dosage.
Megan thinks we should do, another calcium.
She's received 3 in an hour, which is not too much.
That was one too.
You gave her 1 right away. I've given, you gave her 2, right? I gave her 1. So we have 1 person advocating for another calcium, 1 person advocating for oxytocin. We're going to try calcium first and then oxytocin. You know where the vial is? It's on the side door on the top, isn't it? I'll give her 1 more dose of calcium, and that doesn't stimulate
Should be
her.
ready to go. And then get into that. We're close to ready to go. Yeah. And I also gave her water.
What?
I also gave her water different.
When? You mean an hour ago?
Oh, no.
Seeing a little bit of conflicting information about the dosage, though. Because a lot of it depends on the size, the weight. And make her eat there, or get her to eat. That's it. Having dogs a dose of 2 to 20 units. Well, that's a bit of a range. 30 minutes apart. I'd like something a little more specific for a dog that weighs low 40s. They keep crawling toward her rear end. Probably because it's the warmest area. Finding all these sources that are saying 2 to 20 units, which is not helpful. It is far too vague. You hear what I said?
Yeah.
2 to 20. That's
Kristen's checking.
a gigantic range. I'm having trouble finding anywhere where it narrows it down.
Kristen's checking.
With who? It's interesting that it's specified. Can't find that information anywhere.
Should we maybe put puppies in the incubator and then I heard her to stand up and things will check for them.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll put them away and then she'll just move around more and it will get things moving and then we'll wait to hear back from Kristen. You would think that you could find that information a lot more easily on the internet, wouldn't you? That's a good sign right now. Good girl. Good girl. Keep going. Why'd you point at my computer?
Glasses.
Oxytocin does 0.5 to 2 units. So what's going on? Oh, it's so tiny. Oh, that's for instance. One C, so that's not up either.
That's my question for Kristen, was what is a unit?
Kilograms. 1 unit equals 0.01 milliliters, but that's if you're giving insulin. And I don't know if that corresponds to other drugs. It's proportionate, no, equivalent. I'm not going to guess. I don't want a panting though. She's clearly all the licking. There's something. I think it's moving. But it says each milliliter of solution contains 10 IUs. But then it says 0.5 to 2 units. So every unit, each milliliter contains 10. That doesn't help either. Well, IU, that's international unit. It's probably exactly the same as unit. They're bleeding the I off it. Unit. But with each milliliter is 10 IUs, and they're saying 0.5 to 2 U's. Kristen sent a photo. Which I just clicked on and it did not open. It gave me notification she had sent one and I clicked on it and it didn't open it. So. Oh, that's what I was seeing. Okay, so 2 units is 0.02 milliliters. I don't really have a syringe. Go down to that. 0.02 milliliters. Megan says she looks to be going again, which I agree with. But I don't know exactly how it goes for a 0.02, which is that's the maximum. That's 2 units. I don't know if we have a syringe here that will allow me to accurately dose 0.02.
Kind of increments does we have.
Well, they're 3 cc syringes that are used for injections.
Once you get one, you just open it.
I mean, I can do tenths, but hundredths. 100. What would you say? Right, tenths.
Mhm.
Tenths are not a problem, but hundredths? Ooh.
Fine.
Hello. Get up, maybe gravity will help, but this is not very helpful. We have a smaller syringe here also, but it's not a lure lock syringe. So that needle won't fit on it.
This is the smallest syringe of all.
That is, well, no, we have a smaller one, but it does not fit that needle.
So we don't have any needles.
We have those needles, which are lure lock, but the syringes we have that are smaller are not lure lock syringes.
There's no way to put them on.
I'll get one and check, but they just take a slip on needle.
Steve, puppy.
I heard it the first time.
Okay. Merle.
Okay, fortunately, we are going to order tiny syringes that can do hundredths
Yes.
of a milliliter. Give me a second, girl. I want to get this pup out of here. ASAP. Even though you don't want me to. Wait. Wait. Okay. Now I can stop manhandling her.
I think it came out reach, didn't it?
I don't know. It was just out and laying sideways or
Oh.
perpendicularly to her body. So can't say. Well, I guess for the time being, we don't need to concern ourselves with administering the oxytocin, but we are going to order syringes that are capable of giving micro doses.
Good job, honey. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. It's a
For
joke.
goodness sake.
Or is this a blue Merle? I'm kidding, because she can only have red Merles with Nicola. Why, I'm joking.
Okay. Okay, just making sure. I was like, what?
You know my sense of humor.
Blades.
Wait, Jer, is this a red or? It's the kind of thing I would do.
Is it a male or?
I will get to that shortly. First, I'm letting
I'll
her.
be patient.
All right. All right. I think Annie was as excited to produce this puppy as we were to have her produce it. She's very excited. Look at her. Yeah, there you go. Focus on your rear end. I like it. Girl, red Merle female. Her palate is great. And she is very active. And you want physical description?
Yes, I got blades.
So she's
Big
got,
collar.
she's got a full collar. Well, it's basically a full collar.
Does it
You-
stop on the left?
Briefly, yes. It stops a little bit on the left and connects on the right.
Okay.
And then she's got a blaze. She's got white front feet and white rear socks. And her tail has white, which is definitely going to stay there. Thank God she came out and she's healthy. Get a dry towel. Easy, girl. I don't know if she thinks it's a puppy or a T-bone steak. But I'd rather have this than have a mother that doesn't want to tend to the puppies at all.
True.
I'd rather have her be overzealous. I will show her to the camera shortly. Man, oh man, calm down.
Megan said nursing produces oxytocin naturally.
Right, it does, yeah, which is why they suggest that one you put the puppy on the nurse right away, which stimulates it, etc. Yes, so which we do both ways.
Yes.
But yeah, absolutely true. Why don't we bring those three back right now?
So we can weigh that one. Or?
Yep, bring them back, put them with her right away, so she'll be distracted. She's still got something going on in there. As soon as we get her other three pups back with her, I will show this Merle girl to the camera. She is very pretty. She's marked quite a bit like Nicola. All right. How adorable.
She's got her eyes locked on you.
Get her weighed. Good babe.
9.3.
Good babe. 9.3 ounces. Keep an eye on Annie just for a moment. When she put her in there, and I'm going to post. You might think that Sharon and I were a little too nervous about that, but after that experience with Savannah's last litter, we are very aware of, or very, very concerned about too much time passing between puppies. We don't ever want that to happen again. We can help it. I don't know that we could have done much differently in that last one unless we had had a cesarean section done on her from the beginning, but why would we have done that?
Right.
Still, we love these puppies so much. It's just very difficult for us.
This puppy wants to nursing her foot.
Just give her a few minutes. What was the time? Did you get it?
Yeah, I did. It was 2:23.
I'd say she's classically marked with full collar,
Yeah, she has the blades that connects to her collar,
white
shepherd's tail, and she
feet,
has
legs, white feet,
she
lower
has
legs.
2 socks and 2 tips on the rear.
Tip on tail. And she was weighed what, 9.5? 9.3. 9.3. 9.3 ounces. Okay. Kristen. Annie just made someone really happy. I like to think she's made 4 people or sets of people really happy so far, but I know what you mean. Why did Brenda Thomas say, I think your feed has been hijacked? Brenda, if you're hearing this, what do you mean? Hijacked by what? Talks of vacation spots? I'm sorry, but after 5 years of not going anywhere together, it is on our mind where to go. Is there more Cal mixed up? Yeah, okay. I'm going to turn her around. Carefully. She does not want
She
me
really
to, though.
wants to be that way. Just
Yeah.
let her be
I'm
that
going to
way.
leave her on her left side instead, and I'll just slide her this way. Okay.
She's looking for her foot.
Let's just put her in there now. She's fine. Give her all 4. One more look before I put her with Mom. one of those wipes. You see why? So far, Nicola with 2 different females, I am very, very happy. I'm going to move the tripod so it's a little closer. And we're going to wait about probably 5 or 10 minutes and give her some more calcium. Probably 5 minutes. She just had some so recently. But I'm relieved. You relieved? Chair?
They're extremely relieved after, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
All of her.
She has. There she goes. She's contracting now. Fantastic. Let's not give her any calcium yet. There's a puppy. We both say it in stereo. We're available.
She doesn't want to interrupt her baby. It's so cute.
We have movement. This puppy is slightly blue. So I'm going to suction immediately and keep its head pointed down. Yeah, there's a lot of fluid in there. Pinking up already.
See, puppy with the head.
See how it's pinking up already?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that was for eating the placenta. Damn it. Now we're going to have 17% more diarrhea. It's normal for the mothers to have upset digestive systems after litters, but I have found that with each placenta they eat, it becomes worse. For about, well, up to a week. Okay, good girl. You're just cleaning yourself now. Do a little more suctioning. Nice and pink now. Came out a little bit bluish tan.
Watching. Good boy, good girl.
Haven't looked yet. want her to lick for a bit, and she'll obviously, okay, this is a, boy, red merle boy. What markings?
I have a white based collar.
Palate's good. Nursing instinct there. Yeah, so we have white toes on front feet. Actually, we have white toes on all 4 feet. We have a partial collar connecting on the right. More white on face than the girl.
Okay.
White chest. White tip on tail. Becoming much more active now. Looks very good. Very good. I think she's still got at least a puppy in there based on what I'm feeling here. She's still pretty big. I'd like to stand her up though. Okay, let's get a weight on him. I'll show him the camera.
Reminds me of Ophelia.
Yes, exactly. So in Bailey's litter, she had a red merle with Nicola named Ophelia. And if you go to our congratulations post, you'll see a picture of Ophelia with the family. And this puppy looks very much like Ophelia. So if you want to have an idea of how this puppy will look like, what will look at about 8 weeks of age, yeah, scroll down on our Facebook page and check out the congratulations post for Ophelia's family. All right, let's get a weight on him. He's breathing perfectly. Rough him up just a little bit, as you handle him. 10.9. 10.9 ounces. Puppy number 5, red merle male, 10.5 ounces. Born when? Very quickly after the last one.
1237.
237.
237. Yeah.
Okay. Red merle male. Full collar. 4 socks.
Shepherd's
What?
tip on tail.
On tail, white on chest. 10.5? 10 point. What was that? I just said it. Share. 10 point. I think I said 10.5, didn't I? Pretty sure I said 10.5.
$10.9.
10.9. Okay. Red merle male, time of birth, 2:37 p.m. Classically marked with full collar. More white on head, 4 socks on tip on tail. white on chest, 10.9 ounces. Sound good? I'm gonna see if I can post a picture of Ophelia here in this live stream, so don't have to go and look for her. I need to plug my computer in. We're at 5%.
Don't you have the short cable?
Yes, but it's not doing its job. Oh, why is this? Is that plugged in over there? All the way? It's not charging.
Yeah.
Why is it not charging? Oh, yes, it is. It is now. I had 2 charging cables plugged in. It didn't like that. All right. Let me find that picture of Ophelia. There she is. Oh, I don't think it lets me post a picture.
In the front?
Yeah, I don't think I can attach a picture in the stream.
Oh.
Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I can paste that or insert an emoji, comment with a sticker, comment with an avatar sticker, give a thumbs up or write something.
Wonder if I can add something.
What a bummer.
Should I just push it again?
Okay. Good girl.
Maybe you should just
Oh, okay.
push yourself in.
Well, based on how much she's panting, she's not done.
Colorado.
Oh, okay. I'll let that one go. Well, how do I'm gonna post a link instead, see if this works. See if that works to get to the picture of Ophelia. It should.
Oh. Kristen added it.
I just did.
Kristen.
Kristen did too? Where? I can't see that link.
I think
She wrote it works. I think I'm the only person who posted a link. If he did, I can't see it. Regardless, it's there. How's he doing?
that's it.
I'm gonna probably change out this. Okay, yeah, she's still got size. I think she might have, I think she's got one more. Can't tell for sure, but I do feel what appears to be a puppy in a stack right here. Either that or Annie has very hard organs. I give this boy back to her. Well, there's a puppy. Okay. I heard or felt her go like, ugh, one time, and out came a pup.
Lots of blood.
Pat it down. Can't do both those things.
Just focus on him. Pepper.
This one looks quite a bit like the other. This looks like, at this point, kind of like Ophelia Take Two. I don't know the gender, but the puppy I just felt, when I thought I felt the puppy inside her, was much further up by her rib cage, so she may have another one. I said either that or she has very, very hard organs. We'll see. Sorry, I'm blocking the view, I know, but
I get a view.
just want to get in here. I want to keep
Maybe you take your elbow off.
the head down.
Let's send Tisha to Zeta.
Yeah, okay, well, this is gonna be fun. We're gonna have some fun bowel movements on our hands.
These are right after.
Still pretty wet breathing here.
He's cleaning. Or then for the cocoa is cleaning and stuff.
Whose?
The one in your hand.
We don't know if it's a girl.
One, but looks like a girl.
Chair says this looks like a girl. Is this a sixth sense kind of thing?
I don't know. She does look bluish.
Looks what?
Bluish.
No,
No?
she's much more pink than the last pup was initially. Oh man, that's a bad area to be in right now. You can hear all the liquid in her, fluid in her lungs still, or his or her lungs.
Tip her down. Keep it low.
But she's, he or she, is very pink, so not too concerned at this moment. This is a girl. So this is even more like an Ophelia than the last Ophelia. I guess we have to call the last puppy Ophelia, right? Ophelia? Philip?
Oh.
We have Ophelia and we have Ophelia.
No, the cord is still bleeding. in your
Yeah,
hand.
I'm not concerned about that. You're actually not seeing that. You're seeing the vascularity in the cord because there's a long piece hanging off.
You want to move them into the,
Yeah, no, it's not. Okay, where's 2, 3, 4, 5? Okay, well, good. Yeah, let's put take a clean towel and wipe them off a little bit, and I'll let her lick her new girl. I'm gonna trim this cord a little bit. Sure, I thought the cord was bleeding, but it's actually not. It's just the vascularity towards the end, and she's actually not bleeding. All right, so we have 6 pups so far. I'm gonna palpate her again shortly and see if anything else is going on. Puppy's trying to nurse the bulb syringe. That's good. Palate's good. Look at that. This puppy definitely wants to nurse. Still pretty wet sounding. I think what we should do at this point, honestly, is put her in there, and you should just routinely, scratch her neck, get her to.
sure, ate the placenta of it.
I know, but this puppy came out with no warning. She literally went like this.
Really?
That was it. I thought she was just starting to have a contraction, but the was her having a puppy.
Wow, it's easy for her.
Yeah. So there you have it.
You want me to read this thing? You're gonna show her first.
Yeah, I'm gonna show her to the camera, but definitely scrub her neck up every, 30 seconds for the next several minutes. You know what I mean. I know I make a better door than a window, guys. The camera. I'm a better door than a window.
I don't understand that joke.
When you say someone's a better door than a window, it means that you can't see through them.
Oh.
gonna put her in there right away. Her lungs are still a little wet. I want her to really receive the benefits of the incubator and the O2 concentrator. I can see the screen. You don't need to move it.
We can't see her head.
I'm getting there.
Let me pull off it.
So this puppy is definitely like another Ophelia. So I posted a link, just a couple comments above, and you can see how Ophelia looked at 8 weeks, and I think she will look quite a bit like Ophelia. Yep. Let me hand her to you. And I want to change this towel out right now.
4.
There you go. Can you hand me a towel over there? Or the yellow one is okay, but it's got some holes in it.
Yeah, it's clean though, so.
Maybe just don't, just use only like fold it in half or something. Where are the scissors?
Right here. She's thinking I have a puppy in a towel. They're coming right back.
See if she wants to go potty and. It still looks huge, that's the thing, but maybe she's done.
A lot of it is her fur, though, and her milk. I can't definitively feel anything. I think we will still give her a dose of calcium and give her another, 30 minutes and see. Yeah, it was the fastest puppy delivery, I think, we've had, that last one.
Yeah.
One grunt meant puppy's out. What did that puppy weigh? 10.4. All right, puppy number 6. Red Merle female. Time of birth 2:51. And classically marked with full collar. Does she have a full collar? I think she's a partial collar. I'm going to call it a mostly full collar. What socks?
She has shepherd's tail.
Okay.
She has two socks front, two socks on the front, and two, like, just a little bit of white.
So she, 2 socks on the front. And then rear white tips.
And then she's got a white tip on. She, all of her puppies have white.
Yeah. Red Merle female, time of birth 2:51 p.m. Classically marked with mostly full collar, more white on head. 2 socks on front, rear white toe tips, tip on tail, white on chest, 10.4 ounces. That sound right?
Check the pup out.
Yes, her palace. Okay.
And he's painting like crazy. So I'm gonna bring. This one.
Do you recognize Ivory North Company? I don't know. I don't know who Ivory North is, but Ivory North Company is or was watching.
Maybe it was like somebody that follows us, but they're maybe at work or something like that.
I could be.
Good job.
You're still watching. Who is Ivory North?
Good girl.
So we'll just let her clean herself up. We'll see if the calcium does anything. We'll give all of her puppies back to her in just a few minutes, and we'll see.
Look at how cute she is.
She's very cute. Cuteness overload.
It's crazy.
I do feel like her abdomen is still hanging pretty low, but I can't feel anything, and I don't want to push too hard, you know? Are they? Oh, Sheridan's told me the Merles are all also tweeds, which for those of you who don't already know means that they've got a fourth color in their coat, which is sometimes kind of a pewter color. Sometimes it is dark chocolate. Sometimes it's milk chocolate. I don't know what color these are, but regardless, apparently they're tweeds. The fact that she's panting as much as she is right now is the one thing that makes me think she might have, one more pup in there. They normally calm down really quickly after when they're done.
Good girl.
But regardless, I think we can bring them all back. As long as that last born girl is doing all right. What? I thought I saw, she had that serious look. I think there's a puppy coming out. She has a very serious look. And
like curls her back over here.
yeah. So I'll be surprised if there's not one more now. She goes from, from pleasure to business in her face. There's a small chance it could be her expelling a placenta from before, but I doubt it. I think she's eaten them all. She's like, she's like, ooh. She's like the master of keeping me occupied while simultaneously eating the placenta. She's gifted. Such a pretty girl. I think she would very much like to have at least a couple back right now.
Should I give her the bread?
Yeah. At least maybe two.
With it, all the three, they're just born, all this brown, bang, bang, bang.
Uh-huh. It's the most recently born pup right here.
This is the other girl. Here's the other girl.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, okay.
Those are cleaned up.
The other girl back. We probably.
Let's just stop with those two for right now. And then, obviously, if she's not done and she has one more, when she is done, we will bring all of them in here and just leave the tripod or the camera focused on them for, 10, 20 minutes. Anyway, we have three red tries, three red tries, three red merles. How many boys, how many girls?
We have 4 girls and 2 boys.
4 girls, 2 boys. And for the red, so for the red merles, we have
2 girls and 1.
2 girls and 1 boy. Okay. Got it. 2 girls and 1 boy. So reds, we have 2 girls and 1 boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's going right for her.
Right for hoo-ha. The new puppy's going straight for the hoo-ha. You don't want anything to do with the hoo-ha right now. I'm telling you. Proceed at your own risk. Your own risk of peril. It's just, it's warm and wet. Which is apparently very appealing. So yes, as I mentioned, we are going to bring all pups in when she is done, and there's a contraction. And we're gonna focus the camera on all of her puppies once they're all here. There's a puppy. It's a merle. Okay, let's see.
One horn did girls, the other horn did.
One horn did merles, one horn did tries, or something like that. It appears.
You have any puppies or? You take care of the new one.
I'm gonna hand these to you right now. I'm going to intervene. That's what I do. I intervene. Stop. We have movement. Head down. Our last puppy really had a lot of fluid in the lungs. There's already fluid draining out of the nose here on its own. I'm all done trying to get her to not eat placenta. Have fun.
It's gonna be
Eating
us in
yet
the
more
middle of the
placenta.
night.
That's gonna be us in the middle of the night. Like, did you smell that? Holy moly. This cup is nice and pink already. I think she's done at 4 red merles and 3 red tries. I need to cut this shorter. I'm gonna give you special markings, okay?
Okay.
So partial collar,
Do that.
really it's right in the middle. Doesn't even go off to the sides much. It's like middle, partial middle collar. White tips on toes on, okay, more white on rear toes. Very little white on front toes, almost none. White on chest. White tip on tail, big surprise.
They all are.
Okay, wait.
And then, boy or girl?
It is a boy. So we have 2 red merle boys and 2 red merle girls, correct?
3 males total.
This is great. So we have 3 males, 3 females. We have 4 red merles, 3 red tries, and we have 2 of each gender of the red merles.
Yeah,
Great.
that's interesting.
And 7, which is beyond what we thought by 1. I'm pretty sure she's done now. She's probably going to stop panting very, very soon and go into chill mode. What is that? That is. Oof. We are still, however, going to probably give her fly. It was a fly. We're going to give her probably 1 more dose of calcium in a little bit, just in case. And we have 2 of the red merles look quite a bit like Nicola, and then 2 of them look quite a bit like Ophelia from Bailey's litter with Nicola. Breath sounds sound dry. And yeah, so here he is. See if I can get the get him in the frame. There's a delay, so I have to hold him there a little longer.
Her heaviest puppy was only 12 ounces. I thought she'd have heavier puppies.
Here's a good headshot. This is also a tweed. So to show you, you see that right here, for example, there's an off color compared to the darker red. Hopefully you can see that through the camera. All right, let's get him weighed. A little bit of fluid, but it's not bad. The last
Got like a
one
chunk of something on her front.
on her what?
Front leg. This one there's. He's 11.8.
11.8 ounces. So he is the second heaviest, right?
Yeah.
11.8. Can you, when you're done with that, give her one more dose of calcium in about 5 minutes?
Yeah.
11.8.
His club power was good.
Yeah.
You want me to bring puppies back up?
Yes. What was his time of birth?
His time of birth was 3:15.
Classically marked with partial collar. What was up with his feet?
Oh, he basically had just four,
Rear socks, right?
his four little toes of like,
He had rear socks. Rear, not so, well,
just like little bits on his toes.
on rear really.
Yeah.
Okay, more white on rear feet, toes. Tip on tail. White on chest, 11.5.
He was 11.8.
Okay. Puppy number 7, red merle male. Time of birth 3:15. Classically marked with mostly partial collar. More white on rear feet / toes. Tip on tail, white on chest, 11.8 ounces. Good. Kristen says those are technically known as little white toe beans.
Toe beans.
He has toe beans.
Toe beans.
That is the technical term, yes.
Toe beans. Why is it called a bean?
What do you say?
Why a bean?
Why a bean?
Yeah, why is it called?
I don't know. Why do you have a stuffed toy for your child called baby beans? It doesn't look like a bean. What? I'm just saying. It doesn't have to. Beans doesn't have to be anything.
Oh,
It's just a word.
it's just like a cute word.
Baby beans has nothing to do with beans, but it's baby beans. Little white toe beans.
No, my baby beans has like beans in it.
Oh, I see. It's because of the stuffing
Yes.
in the stuffed animal is stuffed toy. Okay.
Yes.
Baby beans. Okay. Got it. Listen to the degree to which we discuss and debate beans. You can tell we've been together for a while. Let's discuss toe beans for the next 5 minutes. Because it's so productive.
Every one of them has a shepherd's tail.
Every one, yes, every one of them has a white tip on the tail. Does Nickel have a white tip on the tail as an
But I
adult?
have to look again. I don't know. Can't think of that it does.
So based on how calm Annie is behaving now and the fact that she's basically not panting, I feel safe in saying she's done. I'm gonna, well, she's panting a little bit. She doesn't, I don't know.
I don't know.
Watch
We'll see.
me be wrong. she have, calcium yet?
No. I wanted to wait to see how she was.
Let me.
Well, we were both wrong. We thought she had 6.
That's correct.
Well, who's sleeping in here with her tonight?
Let's use a coin that's head on head on both sides, and I'll choose heads.
Right.
Where's her back ring? I'm trying to get her slightly situated, or situated slightly better. There. Okay. 1, 2, 3,
It should only be
4,
6.
5, 6. Oh, there's one in there. So, okay, the new one.
He's brand new.
Okay.
Needs to dry out a little more.
We're gonna let him dry out a little bit, yes, and then we are going to bring him over, put the camera on all of them, and have everyone take a look.
So our water broke this morning at 10:20 this morning.
5 hours from water break.
5 hours so
Basically.
far.
Almost 5 hours from initial water break to being finished.
It's pretty good. Not terribly long. To the gap in there between the 2 uterine horns, probably. I find it really interesting that one horn had all the tries.
And that's probably how it was. I'm
and all
guessing,
Merles on the other
I
side.
don't know for sure, but does one horn evacuate itself first and then the second horn, or can they literally,
We have 2
alternate.
readers on the line. I wonder what they have to say.
what do you guys have to say? Can the uterine horns alternate? Can they fire one side and fire the other side and fire the other side? Kind of like a double-barreled shotgun, or do they evacuate one horn first and then transition to the other? That is the question. That is a good-looking litter.
Okay. One reader says, I think one at a time.
Which one is that?
Megan.
I think one at a time. I mean, I couldn't be happier though. 7 healthy puppies. There was one that came out a little with fluid, but is perfectly fine. Nice variety of gender,
Yeah.
nice variety of coat pattern.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have 7, you have to have more of one than the other. And I guess if I had to choose, I would.
Pulling on that.
If I had to choose, I would probably choose to have it in favor of Merle's, but
Just pulling.
any. And then, probably beginning tomorrow or the next day, we will, or I will start reaching out to people / families who are on our wait list and letting them know what options we have for them. I'm glad we had this Annie Nicolin litter first, because we do have quite a few on the list who are looking for reds.
Yes.
And so it made sense for us to do the all red litter first. And then, as I mentioned earlier, the next litter, which is Indy, will have the possibility of red merles, blue merles, red tries, and black tries. And that's Indy and Vic. And as long as she gets pregnant, they'll be here in about 2 months.
Actively breeding.
Yeah, we're actively breeding her to Vic, yes. Right now, second breeding is
I think it should
tonight.
have happened, but this morning.
No, I was planning to do it this evening, but
Oh, I thought we were.
I wanted to truly do it 48 hours apart, and I did it in the evening on What day is it today? Tuesday? I did it Sunday evening. Let me get her away from the corner a little bit. Yes, he's all gross now.
Oh,
Wrong place, wrong time. Yeah,
you need to get the bulb back on
the what?
it. Bulb.
No problems. A strong little puppy.
We should probably get that towel out. It's kind of upsetting. You just fold it over for now.
Once she's finished, we know she's finished for sure. We will let her outside to go to the bathroom, then we'll rinse off her back end, change out the bedding. I at least want people to be able to see all 7. So let's bring that pup over here while we can. And I'll move the tripod.
Want to show them one more time, real quick? There's a last born.
Lastborn. And as we've said before, the boldness of the patterning here, the spots will increase as they age as well. Yeah, there you can see the difference between the tweed coloration and the standard dark red or liver. Oh, sorry. I'm going to move the camera closer to everyone. There we go. What a beautiful litter. All right, now I'm going to shorten it. I'm going to get up close and personal and just leave it there until we stop the stream. I just want to take this opportunity to say that we hope you enjoyed the live stream of the Annie and Nicola litter. I couldn't be happier, could you? Fair?
Oh, there's so much uniqueness in every puppy. There's so different with gender and coloration and amount of white or lack of white or placement of the merling spots. It's just a really unique litter.
And Annie and Nicola have really outstanding temperaments. Nicola is very docile. He is very, very friendly, which when we first got him wasn't the case. He was an older pup, but he has blossomed and he is fantastic. Fantastic, very gentle, very playful. Annie is, how'd you describe her? Just sweet off the charts.
Sweet up.
Huge cuddler,
Cute.
wants to lay on you, next to you,
Yeah, like
spoon you, have you spoon her,
last
look
night,
at your eyes longingly.
she literally laid between Steve and I, in bed and just legs in the air, belly to the sky, forcing his boat to pet her. And gentle.
So anyway, it'll be really fun to watch these pups grow and see how they are compared to their parents. Just don't look over there. Just pretend that's not there. Let me just cover this up. So Sharon, I love doing these live streams. Part of Oak Savannah Aussies is transparency, and so we want you all to be able to experience what we experience, even if that includes something that is not ideal. Yeah, I mean, it's all part of life, whether it be a healthy pup or a stillborn pup or whatever, or a painful delivery, it's part of it. Fortunately, this was very, very, very easy for Annie. So, but yeah, anyway, I'm gonna stop talking and leave the camera trained on her puppies. And just let you take a look. This one has a little bit of blood on the forehead from being in the rear end area. everything turns out well with Indy, we will have another live stream in about 63 to 65 days.
So like,
Yeah, I just unplugged that stuff and I'm going to, just let it run for another 5. And let it go.
are they all nursing girls?
Yeah, every one of them has strong nursing instinct.
Okay.
Every one.
I don't suspect
There's a, there's a 7 puppy in the back right now, but in the bad idea zone. But
lots of variety of them.
look at the degree of the tweed on that Merle in the middle right there,
Yeah.
with the light around the dark spot. That's a lot of tweed. Yeah, I couldn't be much happier. I'm just glad they're all, healthy.
Seems to be much more relaxed.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for her to go. Yeah, all it takes is her puppy.
The first one, the first.
The first one hurt, but after that, it was smooth sailing. I turned the incubator off so we could at least cool the room down a little bit.
Well.
And then, when this is done, we'll let her out, wash her butt off, rear end off, get rid of the towels. Think we should put the big rails in
I do. For
and then plug in the heater, the periphery heater.
the fries are nice.
Ever since Patch arrived in the Charlie litter with more white in the right, I now think that's adorable. Prior to that, we always strive for minimal white. So when a puppy has more white, I'm like, uh-oh. But then they grow up and they're so cute. So I don't even care anymore. They're just adorable.
Jeez.
It's fun to see her like this too, because we've had her since she was old her age.
She was 3 months on the picture out.
It was 12 weeks.
No, after she was 16 weeks.
It was 4 months when we got her here.
We didn't even know she was out there. Thought I was putting feelers out.
Yeah,
It's older.
which is fun to see her grow here and Nicola, for that matter. And
And before she came home, it felt like she was missing. I remember feeling that we were out back front of the dogs.
yeah,
There's a dog missing.
she fits here.
Is the one puppy that is back in the
I think it's just sleeping.
sleeping or eating?
No, no, it can't eat unless it's eating the wrong thing. I think it's just sleeping on top of her leg. Yeah, it's just collapsed over her leg. But its head is where her belly is, so it's in the safe zone, at least for now.
She got like blood.
What is that?
Okay. That's
I think.
Water should run there. She seems like could be settled.
Yeah. She is hungry.
Eat right before she get the water broke.
Oh, look, I'm getting a scam likely call from me. Great. My favorite. All right, I think we are going to end the stream here because Annie's calm. It appears she's done at 7. And so just a brief recap, 7 puppies, 4 red merles, of which 2 were boys, 2 were girls, or are boys and girls. 3 red tries, of which 2 are girls and 1 is a boy. Weights ranging from 8.5 ounces to 12 ounces. One thing they all have in common is a white tip on the tail. Yeah, all very nicely marked, all healthy. And they arrived over the course of roughly a 5-hour period. So, this is Steve and Cher signing off. And again, we really hope you enjoyed the stream.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you very much for joining us. And we will catch you, hopefully, on Indy's live stream in about 2 months. Say bye, Annie. Say bye, Annie.